Hello, I look very sleepy. I've been having, oh, that's crooked. I've been having, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, y'all. Hold on, bear with me. Okay. I've been having like this new moon hangover feeling. And I know I don't drink, but it's just been feeling that way. Anyway, Pisces, we're coming back to y'all. We got cut off, alright? In the last reading because of storage, and we're probably gonna get cut off because of storage, but not on y'all's, just eventually, because I still have 5 more signs to pull for after y'all. Pisces is technically it is a waxing crescent moon now, but these messages were pulled with the intention of not only the new moon in Aries, but the new moon cycle. What are you called to focus on, and advice and messages and insights for this new moon cycle as a whole, so which we are still freshly in. All right, so I have all the cards pulled here that we were talking about before. It's been like a day or two. So where we left off, if you want to go back and refresh watching part 2, if you have not or if you're just now coming from there, then this will be fine. This will be a great little pickup. But if you watched part 2 and you know it's been a couple days, if you need to go refresh those I keep hitting this with my arm, so look out, everybody. If you need to go refresh and watch your messages in part 2, and then come back, then I'll be here. I'll be here in the internet world, whatever my hair is doing. Okay, so we left off, there was a couple storylines. I think there's like really 2 in particular, but there's this ex. Some of you, it might be someone who is like literally obsessed with you, and they won't leave you alone, and they keep trying to like give you roses and like romance you and stuff, and you're just like, can you stop? But then with the love messages, with the divine femme, divine masculine messages that came out, we saw a person who we are believing is the person that is trying to court you, is after you, this potential ex, okay? They just love you so much, they just can't, they don't feel like they've fully expressed it. That's why they keep showing up and 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 showing up times infinity, because they feel like, nah, this time I'm gonna really show you, and you are just like, stop, like you are doing way too much, and I just can't with you. And again, one of the messages that I was hearing, that's coming to me again now, before the part 2 got cut off abruptly, was that you may be thinking like, oh, this is one for the books. Like that's another interpretation of this books card that we have here. Yeah, like this is one for the books. Like this guy, this person is like like, where did he come from? Like this, he's on one, is what I'm hearing. Like this is one for the books. Here we go. Like what's he up to next? And then he shows up with his next, hearing a word, his next attempt, but they were telling me something else. His next what? Like his next act, his next performance, right? And you're just kind of like, oh, another one? Here we go. What's this one say? Like if it's a card or something, like, oh, another love note? What's this one gonna say? Like this is one for the books. Like he's really leveling up this time. But it feels like a sarcastic vibe. But it's not someone that you don't care about, because we did get these divine feminine cards that from 2 separate energies. So the first energy was what we just talked about. The second energy we picked up on, I believe, is yours. For most of you, if this is resonating, oppositely or whatever, just take it how it resonates. But what I'm seeing here is you may be the one that these divine feminine cards energy is picking up on, that we're saying that you can't get this person out of your head, but you can't get them out of your head because they won't leave you the fuck alone. We talked about that in part 2, I believe. And that, you do kind of like, I almost said love and then I changed it to like, so maybe this is someone that like you kind of thought you could love, and then you just kind of like, I like them. Like with your voice plus my name equals music, like you kind of like the attention. I'm hearing like you just wish it wasn't from them. Like I'm kind of hearing like Like, right moves, right actions, wrong person. Like, you really wish that these kinds of, oh yeah, they're telling me big time yes. Like, you kind of wish that these efforts were coming from someone else. Another person that you may not be able to get out of your head. Now, this could be for someone specific. This is a collective reading, so just take what resonates. But yeah, and then when we had the a rose is not enough, when we started out with the roses really smell like poop 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 card, I mean, like, straight up, that's just double confirmation. Like, this person, there's someone that's trying to get access to you over and over and over. I'm seeing like a closed door, and roses just like, not that they're aggressive, like, I mean, they might be aggressive, like, it depends on what your definition of, like, calling someone aggressive is. Like, I don't feel like they're, like, you know, a danger. Definitely keep your distance, though, because I'm sensing more of, like, a danger to your mental state and your energy rather than, like, your physical self. But what they were showing me was, like, this closed door that's, like, you. Like, you're not giving them any access. And they have these roses, and they're just throwing them at the door. Like, not, like, out of anger. They're just like, here's another one, and here's another one, and here's another one. And they're just going to keep doing it instead of knocking. It's like they're just going to keep giving you, like, these little sweet acts of, what do they call it? I don't know, like, acts of, not kindness, but, like, acts of affection. But it's, you know, but with that word act, they're telling me it's a performance, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do really feel the way that they do. But it's just something about having you. They just feel like they have to have you. And that becomes where you can sense that, and you're just like, can you stop? Like, to where it doesn't really, like, feel real. And not in that sense of, like, wow, this is so good, like, this doesn't feel real. Like, it doesn't, you don't feel a real connection to this person like you want to, despite all the efforts of gift giving and showing up and, you know, always coming back and never giving up on you and never wanting to give up on us, or, you know, stuff like that. It's like, despite all of that, it doesn't feel like it's a real, meant to be, clicked in connection. And, you know, if it ever did feel that way, it's vastly changed, right? Because with the your voice plus my name equals music shows me that maybe you thought it could be that way. And for some of you, this might be for someone very specific, but, like, for some of you, you might have, you know, really dived in a little bit, like, not too deeply, but, like, you might have took the leap with this person in the beginning and really was like, wow, and maybe told your friends about them and da-da-da-da, and then realized, damn, like, I'm looking at the stop doing that card, like, then very slowly, but all at once is what I'm hearing, realize, like, oh, like, I can't, like, this is not, like, I'm literally, you got the word can't on this card, like, I'm looking, you know, like, it just, like, slowly, but all at once, right? Slowly, like this feather, it just drifted onto you, and you were like, honestly, with this doll card now, I'm getting, like, you're like, I'm too good for this person, and it's not even on some cocky shit, but you kind of just realized, like, and now with this X card, they might be reminding you of your ex, or you might be still, like, I don't know, something about your ex is significant here, whether this person is your ex, or just having tapped in with this person, like, triggered you about things to do with your ex, or is reminding you of your ex, and you're kind of just realizing, like, I'm too good for all these motherfuckers out here, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a doll, but also this is the way they see you, that's for sure. That's for sure how they see you. They see you as a doll, and that's probably why you don't feel the real connection, because you feel like maybe they're just seeing you as, like, this princess to just, like, shower with gifts and stuff like this, when really that's not what you, yeah, I've seen the stop doing that card again, when really that's not what you want, you know? That's not what you want. But it's not someone that, like, you've always been disgusted with from the beginning. Like, I feel like this is someone that you kind of was like, and then you were just like, oh, you're just like my ex, or oh, it's this again, you know what I mean? Like, just leave me alone. Like, here's one for the books. Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears, I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gave you my heart. Oh, baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, you know, and you're not. But they certainly are, or at least they think they are. They're at least obsessed, you know. I don't think it's in a dangerous way, but stay safe regardless. And so when it comes to the energies of this person that I was saying, maybe for you, or this is, if this is in, you know, opposite, and like, sorry, my brain fog is wild right now. Excuse me, please. Woo, wake up, Lex. If you are the one that's going above and beyond to try to get somebody and they're telling you a rose is not enough, then this is confirmation on who they are. But if you are the one that's telling this person that a rose is not enough, like, this ain't working, like, stop doing what you're doing, this is confirmation on your energy. So we have Sagittarius male, so you could be you could have strong Sagittarius placements and identify as a male, or I'm also getting the Sagittarius male could be your ex if you are someone who identifies as a as a woman, or as a they them rather than a male. The Sagittarius male could be the ex, okay? It could also have to do with who you're thinking about when you're thinking of these things. These, I just can get you out of my head, rose is not enough. This person that's like pining for you could be a Sagittarius male or have strong Sagittarius placements, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean Sagittarius sun sign. And materialistic, again, yeah, okay, so this is confirmation on that. Okay, so these attributes cards, right? I call it my elements deck. That was the 2 cards I just showed you. Typically, you know, are going to describe who the person is that's saying the messages of love from the Divine Femme, Divine Mass deck that I was pulling prior to it. This is definitely confirming, if not you being a Sagittarius, because it's going to be different for everybody, but this is one thing is for sure, is that the materialistic person is the person that's doing the pining over you, or you're the one that's pining over them and you're being too materialistic about this, and that's why they're not reciprocating what you want them to reciprocate, because I'm hearing material girl. They're not that. Like, they're gorgeous and, you know, they can buy themselves flowers type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But, like, no. And I remember now the storyline with the Buy Myself Flowers song that just popped in the head, popped in my head. Thank you, angels. Earlier there, in part 2, there was a storyline about someone who is like putting on a show for the public, as far as like their life looking like roses and beauty and all this stuff, but really they feel like shit. And they need to kind of like do some thinking with that books card, maybe like read some self-help books, do some thinking, do some journaling on how because they feel like they can't express publicly or really to themselves or really to anyone how they're really feeling. But the angels are really, if this is for you, the angels are really calling you to stop faking it so you can heal and actually be as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside. You know what I'm saying? With this doll card. And you could be 18 years old. This could be just a young person who's learning how to be, you know, how to be vulnerable in that way, and trust someone somewhere out there, even trusting themselves, trusting God on speaking how they're really feeling instead of hiding it. And I'm seeing makeup instead of hiding it under a bunch of makeup. And whether you wear makeup or not, I'm feeling the makeup is just symbolism for like covering something up rather than just showing, you know, what's really going on. Anyway, with that being said, the materialistic card for that is could be an advice or just a little confirmation that you're being a little too materialistic right now in order to heal yourself, but that's not what they're calling you to do. You know what I mean? I'm hearing like if you're really going to go buy something, buy some books, you know, to kind of expand your mind. And we have the X, the EX, we have an E and an X. You know, of course, these letters could be in names and things like this, but I was just about to say the word expand, like to expand your mind. You know, so for that storyline, take that as it resonates. All right, so here's your advice. Check this out. It's gonna be okay. So for those of you who are in that position of like, I am really putting on a show for people, I really do not feel as good as I look, and I don't know how to share it. I don't feel like I can share it with anybody, especially not my following. I feel like it's definitely someone who's like an influencer or a creator, but it doesn't have to be. But for someone specifically, that's just standing out. It's been standing out since we started the Pisces spread here, but yeah, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be afraid to take these chances and stuff, but you have luck on your side, okay? Luck and the angels because of this feather. So you're gonna be all right, okay? You're gonna be just fine. And with this love situation that some of you may be resonating with, or you may be resonating with both, I don't know. Just take whatever's yours and leave the rest, but it's gonna be okay regardless. Something, I'm hearing like something is gonna put an end to it, and that sounds kind of scary, but like don't take it in a scary way, but there is going to be an end to it. And again, they're showing me to stop doing that card again. So something, I don't know if it's gonna be a conversation between the two of you, or if it's just gonna be someone that this person that's like pining for you, won't leave you alone, someone that they know might finally like try to sit them down and be like, yo, leave them alone if they're not interested. Leave them alone if they keep telling you stop, like that kind of thing. Either way, you know, there's just a lot of divine intervention at hand. So you're just going to have to trust God. We got these 3 hearts, which always represent my angel guides of love. And so just trust that they're going to take care of this for the highest good. Again, with this lucky feather, you know, the angels are on your side right now and always, but they're on your side about this situation, no matter how it's resonating with y'all collectively, Pisces, and it is going to be okay. And I feel like you know that things always end up being okay, but it's just like, you know, it's just been weird, and sometimes we just need to hear it, you know. So if you need to hear it, it's going to be okay. The angels have confirmed. All right. Eat. Yeah, they want you to. Now, if you haven't been nourishing yourself with food, you know, take some time to try to like incorporate more nourishment in your day. I know sometimes it's hard, especially when we're stressed and anxious and like, you know, possibly maybe there's some depression, some sort of something there that can keep us from feeling the urge to eat. Anything you can do to get like a snack in, even if it's just like, all I feel like I can eat right now is chocolate. Like, go get some chocolate, or call a friend and be like, can you do me a favor and give me some chocolate? You know, something, anything. If that's the case, then this is your confirmation for that. This is also a card of like, you know, like, it could be like, get your bag, you know what I mean? Just eat, serve, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, with this doll card, like, just, I'm hearing like stunt, like, when it comes to this like connection, there's 2, okay? There's 2 things they're showing me here. But when it comes to this connection where you're trying to like get rid of this dude or person, I feel like it's a masculine energy, but you know, don't excuse my assumption of genders, but when trying to get this person out, you know, just keep stunting on him and just like keep walking away and keep closing that door. If he keeps throwing gift boxes and roses and all this stuff at that door and it pushes it open even the slightest, just get back to it and shut that bitch again, and just, you know, go on your way and just eat your life up. Let them eat cake type vibe, you know what I'm saying? And just keep stunting on him, like, you know, to hell with them is what I'm hearing. But hey, we speak love in here, but that might be someone's thoughts. Just saying. Thank you, angels, for your protection. Thank you all who love and watch over this connection. And then for those of you who are, you know, experiencing this, like, it's not like you're kind of, yeah, you're consciously putting on this facade for others so they think that you're doing okay, so they think that you're just like beautiful and perfect and life is beautiful and everything's fine, and you're not really telling them what's going on. This is kind of telling you, like, confirmation 1, to nourish yourself and take care of yourself, which again we've already spoken of. Like, go get some self-help, or, you know, some relaxation, something to expand your mind, something to make you feel comfortable enough with how you're actually feeling, so you can feel like you need to become comfortable with it enough so that you can then share it forward and then forwardly heal from it. Okay, so the first step is accepting how you're feeling and announcing that to yourself, whether it's mentally or journaling, again with the books, writing it down, whatever. Like, you know, it's nice to have just something where you can kind of just write, and it's just really between you and God, you and Most High, however you'd like to say this, but no one's gonna know. I'm hearing like the TikTok thing, like, how would they know? No one's gonna know. How would they know? Or however it goes. Anyway, but really, like, no one's gonna know. Just write exactly how you feel, and even just doing that would propel some new energy towards your healing on whatever this is. And then once you get comfortable with being vulnerable with yourself, you may very well be comfortable with being vulnerable, you know, with others, in order to like share, whether it's a therapist or friends, or even your own social media following if you are a content creator. what I'm seeing here is like success after doing that, where you're just like, you kind of thought that it was too scary to do, to kind of talk about what you're really going through. But then when you do, right? This is for someone very specific, and I really feel like it's a content creator or someone who's an aspiring content creator. All right, I'm seeing TikToks being made and things like that. Like, when you do, all right, in a healthy way, after you've processed it on your own and gotten it out and written it down and thought about it, I'm seeing like for a week's time, week to 2 weeks time, they're telling me yes, you're gonna feel like you are just on top of the world. Like, that's like, you know, that song, like Mount Everest. Like, you're gonna feel like you climbed Mount Everest by doing that, and you're gonna actually be very happy and excited rather than as afraid as you once were. You're still gonna have some fear about doing it because it's new to you, but you know, you're gonna be happy and excited to actually go to your following or to whomever, and call whomever, or whatever it may be, whatever it may look like for you, but to share with others what you actually are going through and what you actually went through, right? Like, you climbed Mount Everest by doing this, and now you survived it, by going through it, and literally going through it, right? You have to go through it to get out of it. You can't just stand there in the woods and expect to get out of the woods. You got to go through the woods to get out of the woods, okay? And I hear some of you being like, yeah, but what if you just get more into the woods? Don't worry about that. You got God. Just start walking. Just start going through it. And this is symbolism, okay? This is symbolism, all right? So you're not actually in the woods, all right? And if you are, you know, someone, I'll pray for you, okay? But you're not, okay? All right, you're not. You're in this symbolic woods of your brain, which you can't quite comprehend as far as like emotionally and mentally and stuff. And when you get the courage to start moving through it on your own with yourself, and then you feel okay to share it with others, then it's like, no, I'm adding a couple things. Like, you're gonna feel so much better when you let people know, and after you let yourself know. But like, also, you're gonna feel so much better after you are honest with your following or your family or your friends or whatever it is. Also, you're gonna step into this like super glow up, and you're gonna reap a lot of rewards by doing this as well. I'm hearing like people are gonna eat that up. If you are a content creator and you do go on there and really share your real truth, I'm hearing like you will see that people respond so well to that. Like, maybe your content has a niche, maybe you're just like only makeup or like whatever it is, but like people are really gonna eat up the fact that you decided to be vulnerable on there, because that's honorable, and it helps others go through what they're going through, right? You may be a way shower. That's someone who goes through things. It's someone who climbs Mount Everest is, all right? But like, you know, not literally, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not planning on doing that, but maybe you are, I don't know. But, you know, we climb, I'm a way shower myself, that's what I'm saying, but we climb Mount Everestes, and then we come back and are able to help others while they're climbing their own, okay? And this is you, like, in your bag afterwards. I'm hearing all the pretty girls walk like this. Like, and if you are, again, there's more TikTok in my brain, so, like, if you are a content creator, it's like, you know, use it to your advantage to kind of, like, be like, you know, this is me after I, you know, decided to face my fears and accept that I'm not feeling okay, but I'm still beautiful and worthy of love and living the best life possible, whatever. And people might eat that up, is what I'm seeing with this, you know? So get creative with it as well. But definitely take care of yourself. First and foremost, take care of yourself. The basics: nourishment, hydration, sleep, that good stuff. And if you need help on that, then, you know, look for resources near you. If not, just your friends and family and things like this. But there are resources around to help you get to the point where you feel like you can take care of yourself. And it looks different for everybody. I've been through situations where we don't have to talk about me. But anyway, I love you so much, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. I'm praying for you. And please don't forget, it is going to be okay. Everything always works out in some way, shape, or form for the highest good. Shall you continue moving forward with your intentions being for your highest good, okay? Before you go, sorry, hold on. Thirsty. When you do things for the sake of your highest good, when you serve your highest good of your highest self, okay? Your highest self, all right? Your highest self being, you know, the most aligned, attuned version of, I'm sorry, my hair is just like so weird to me right now. Anyway, when you do things and make decisions that are for your highest good, you know, even if it's weird to someone else or doesn't make sense to them or whatever, but it's for your highest good, you feel it in your perfect alignment to God and your purpose and your soul and your heart and all that great goodness and stuff, like you do the best and the highest good for the entire collective. It ripples through the ether, okay? It's not something that you really see with the eye until things start to show up in the 3D, but just know that like taking time for yourself and really doing what you can to take care of yourself for either of these storylines that we were seeing. You know, if you're feeling bad about cutting this person completely off or like doing what you got to do to really get away from this person that's bothering you, blah, 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 like I know you're gonna feel bad because you're an empathetic person, and God bless you for that. But also, if it's for your highest good, it's for the highest good of all, and that's what's gonna make it be all okay, not just for you, but for everybody, because there's a lesson for that other person to learn as well, and for you, the person here that may be struggling with expressing to the to themselves or to others that care about them what's really going on with them. It's the same thing, and if you're resonating with both, it's the same thing. If you do what's best for yourself and your highest good, then you are doing what's best for the highest good of the entire collective. And I love you so much. I'm just going to pick my dog up. But I love you, Pisces. I hope you have a great day. My dogs need to be groomed. That's why her nails are so loud, because I need to groom her. But anyway, please have a great day. Thank you for watching this, and I'm praying for you, and I pray that God continues to guide you to make difficult decisions that seem scary at first, but you know, you have the angels and you have luck on your side. So I hope you trust in that. I hope you trust in God. We got this big G as well for God too. All right, and I just love you so much. And if there's anything I can do further, if you want to tap into any of this more that you're resonating with, please look into the description on how to reach me for a personal reading, and I would love to help you with that in any way that I can. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this, rest of your moon cycle. Again, happy astrological new year that we've just stepped into. Big things awaiting you, but you've got to make big choices, big changes, big monumental moves, okay? Get on that Mount Everest mountain. I'm going to go ahead and plug in one of my favorite guided meditation YouTubers, Jason Stevenson. Don't know him personally or anything like this, but he has changed my life, and he actually has a reading. It's from years ago, but it's so good. Or not a reading, a guided meditation, and it's years old, but it's so good. And it is, you might just type in Jason Stevenson Mount Everest. It's something about Mount Everest or something. I don't know if it's in the title or not. I'll have to try to find it. If you're interested in it, like DM me or comment somewhere, and I will literally look for it and I will send you the link, because I love that guided meditation, and it really helps you feel in your power, like you're strong enough to really accomplish anything, whether it's an actual task or something mentally or emotionally that you're having a hard time climbing over, getting through, whatever. So I extend that to you, Jason Stevenson. He's awesome on here. He's changed my life over the years in my ascension process, my earthly ascension process. But I love you all so much. I know I'm just chatting with y'all now because I just love you. But yeah, take care, and yeah, I love you. I love me. Blessed be. I'll see y'all around. Hit me up if you need me. All right. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you all who love and watch over this connection. I now disconnect from the Pisces collective energy. I return their energy to them, and I call my power and my energy back to myself from them, Archangel Michael. And I thank you so very much for this, and I thank you, angels, and all who love and watch over me from the light, for these lovely messages for the Pisces collective. And now we are moving forward to whomever is next here to be pulled for. Try to organize this a little bit. Alright, now I'm getting hot. Alright, so who is next? Is it a fire sign? Because we haven't done any fire signs yet, and I'm getting hot all of a sudden. So, angels, who's next? And also, what about my hands? Do I need to rinse or... Okay, do a quick little hand rinse. doing Gemini, they told me. All right, Geminis. You're up, Geminis. All right, Geminis, let's see here. All right, I will tell you. Here's your name tag. Gem, because you're a gem, and I love ya. Geminis, this is what you're being called to focus on this new moon cycle that we're in. We're not in a new moon phase anymore. It's been a couple days since I made part 1, but technically we've got this like pink filter going on, angels. Interesting. Okay, some of y'all might be carrying a pink aura. I'm also wearing a pink shirt. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it because it's almost white. Pink, it's not, but okay. All right, so this is giving me Angelica energy, Archangel, or Ascended Master Angelica. Archangel Angelica? No, Ascended Master Angelica. It's giving me that vibes, this like very pink aura, very feminine aura. I'm liking this, okay? Unexpected. It just kind of shifts. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I definitely noticed it. And now I can't let it go. But that's fine. Yes, so we're technically in a waxing crescent moon phase at this time because it's been a couple days since the Aries new moon, but these cards were pulled with the intention for what you're being called to focus on for the new moon in Aries, but also the new moon cycle that we're in. So, oh, and there it goes. All right, so something happened. Thank you, angels. I love y'all. Maybe that was my aura. Maybe I'm giving Angelica. Lexrayangelica. Anyway, sorry. I feel very like, I don't know if that's y'all's energy right now, Geminis, but I love y'all. I'm a Sagittarius sun, so we are counterparts, you know what I'm saying? So love y'all. But yes, so yes, it is a waxing crescent moon phase at this time, but these are timeless messages that were pulled for this particular moon cycle, and you know, it is what it is. Even if you're watching this in 2024 and it just popped up on your feed for whatever reason, God did that for a reason. So just watch the freaking video, okay? But yes, happy astrological new year that we've just stepped in, and let's see what you are being called to focus on this new moon cycle. That's the way I'm going to phrase it because new moon phase has changed, okay? Kiss me out on the bearded barley. All right, so romance. I'm also getting LGBTQ plus vibes because of that song. Okay, that's a song written by a girl about a girl, you know what I'm saying? Look. Kiss me, look. Ooh. I feel like you're gonna be, oh man, I feel like we love you. Oh my gosh. Okay, whoa, Geminis. Whoa. Okay, hold the phone here. Okay, first off the bat, I'm seeing like a first kiss moment that like might as well be in movies. Because you're gonna just be looking at each other. Or like when you meet, you like see each other and you kind of lock eyes. Like when you look around, you look at them, they look at you. And like in your head, or like if it was a movie, that Kiss Me song would just start playing because it'd just be like in slow-mo. And it'd be like, you guys are like, and it'd be like, kiss me, da 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 da. And it's like when y'all meet, like there's like I feel like there's a fated meeting here in regards to love. I'm also seeing like a first kiss where y'all look very deeply in each other's eyes before kissing, and it's very intimate, and I feel like that's something that you haven't experienced in a long time, like something that's just so truly intimate, rather than just like, hey, let's make out. Like it's like actually like, wow, I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and like you kiss, and it's just like, woo. And then with this We Love You card, first what I was getting was that like you'll be meeting their family, and their family are gonna love you, whoever this person is. So like a new partner here. So that was just like, that's what was blowing my mind, where it was just like, huh? And I feel like this is gonna be like your eyes, like you're gonna be like, is this really happening? Like I have this person and they just introduced me to their family now, and their family loves me, and like, what? And I'm also getting I don't know. I'm also getting like self-love as well for some of you. It could be for both. Like just take what resonates. This is a collective reading, but leave the rest that's not for you if it's not resonating. But I feel like this is also kind of like you looking in the mirror and being like blowing yourself kisses and like some self-love and stuff, and knowing that the angels that surround you and guide you love you very, very much. Give me one sweet hot little second. Okay, sorry about that, Geminis. Let's get into it more. Okay, we're going to get some further confirmation from this toy box deck. All these decks are created by me, through me, or whatever, by my guides, through me. My guides and I, together, hand in hand. Look at this. I mean, what more do you want me to... we don't even flip these cards over. It's done deal. You're meeting someone who might quite literally be your next, like, spouse, like, your next, like, forever person, or, like, the forever person. Or at least someone who stays around a long freaking time. Like, what? Like, huh? Like, it's, like, it's for the movies. It's so romantic and, like, aesthetic, or like, I'm sorry, everything's distracting me. Y'all might be feeling distracted lately, and that's okay. This is very Gemini energy of me to be getting up so much during this reading. Anyway, yeah, someone literally like looks at you like you're everything in the world, like you are the diamond on this freaking ring. You guys have a kiss, and then it's just like a skyrocket from there. I'm seeing just like this like lift off, like this rocket just goes up from there, and you meet their family and all this stuff, and they love you. And this is also showing me that like it's not to do with meeting their family, that you are kind of like, you start to kind of look to God and be like, wow, like where did this person come from? And like, thank you God for this person, or thank you angels, or thank you whomever, you know, in the metaphysical that you want to thank. And they're like, we love you, that's why we sent you this person, like we love you. They're like cheering you on from the heavens, you know, like from the, it's like, yeah, you know, like you ever watch, I'm seeing the Hercules movie, the Disney Hercules movie, where like I don't know, like they're all up in wow, now I can't think of words suddenly. You know, the heavens, but they call it something else. Olympus, or I think. Anyway, and is that what it's called? Anyway, and they're like cheering Hercules on whenever him and Meg like really just like, you know, he chooses to stay with Meg and like kiss her, and like, you know, they're in love and whatever, and like they cheer him on because they just love, they're just happy for him. And I'm getting goosebumps on both my knees right now, like, ooh. So we got this ring. This is commitment. This is an offer. This is, you know, like, let me love you. I'm hearing that song, that one, and I will until you learn. So like, let this person love you. Like, they may very well want to put a ring on it. And sometimes with this openness at the bottom of this ring, right, it can read as like a ring that doesn't last a long time because it's like a fake like plastic ring or something like this. But this is showing me that like, this is something that you will be able to, this is a commitment that you will be able to grow with each other along the way. That's why I'm saying like, this may be your forever person. They're showing me like, this is a forever person, or at least a person that lasts a long freaking damn time. All right. Because say your finger gets bigger or smaller as time goes on and whatever, like you're just gonna, this connection does not cease, and you'll be able to adjust the ring as time goes on. Like, that's what they're showing me with this. And this is the first time I've ever been shown that card in this way, and that is just gorgeous. And this also looks like a rose, so it, you know, to me, if that has anything to do with anything, wow. If you're already involved with this person, proposals are coming for you, or a large commitment, or for some of you it may be like the family that talks to like either both of you when you're there with the family, or like talks to the partner alone when they are with the family, and the family's just kind of like, when are you gonna propose? Like, we love her, you know what I'm saying, or we love them, or, you know, excuse my gender assumption. It's just the vibes that I'm feeling like this is like a feminine meets a masculine, but of course take it as it resonates, and just disregard any gender specifics. Okay, we've got the letter J. All right. So that may be your part in your name, in their name, or in someone's name that's involved in this connection, some significance in some way in this connection here. We've got the teacup. Okay, so I feel like this is like, they kind of make you feel like a kid again. Like, that's what I was getting to when they were showing me, like, the movie, like kiss moments in the movie, like when you first lock eyes and meet, like the movie style kind of things. Like, those are often like, you know, the actors in those movies are portraying like high school students, or they're portraying, you know, younger people, and that's the kind of vibe that I was getting. So it's like they kind of make you feel like, you know, when it comes to dating, like how it used to feel, you know, when you like, you know, had crushes on people in high school and like middle school and stuff like that. They kind of give you that feeling. And you know, back then it's like a lot of things like went a lot slower. It's like a lot of the times in dating these days, I had to take some water real fast. In dating these days, at least at my age, for whatever reason, things seem to happen extremely quickly, you know? But I feel like this is something that like takes its proper time, and that's why you feel so romantic and so like captivated by this person, because you're just like, they are taking their time with me. They look at me, you know, the way that they kiss me is like, you know, and they waited X amount of time to even try. And our first, you know, to kiss me, and our first kiss was like being a kid again. Like you were both nervous for each other. I love this freaking energy. Oh my gosh, I sound like a baby wolf. I don't know if that's anything to do with anything, but I don't know what that noise was that came out of me, but I love this energy. I love this. And I feel like this is also you, like, talking, like, spilling some tea with your friends about it. And it's feminine energy here, so I was going to say with the girls. So, like, you know, going to brunch, or just, like, having some coffee, or having them over, and just, like, sitting around and just kind of, like, sipping on wine, or sipping on whatever, and being like, let me tell you about this person. Like, you've got to know about this. Like, this is, like, blowing my mind. And I just think that, like, I'm just thinking, I'm not saying, but I'm just thinking, you know, like, what the fuck is what I wanted to say. Comb. Okay. So there are some things that are going to have to be worked through, okay, in this relationship. But again, this is a relationship that grows, like, that you adjust with and adjusts with you and each other through time. So, you know, with long-term relationships, there is a lot to comb through. And if you are planning a wedding, if you do get proposed to, or you do the proposing, you know, however it is, I feel like I'm pulling for the person that's being proposed to, just saying, but you could be the person that's going to propose to this person. So just, you know, if you need to flip like the perspective of the story, you know, then it resonates. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep moving. But yeah, there will be a lot of things to comb through. Like if you're doing wedding planning, you know, this is like, okay, so what am I gonna wear? How am I gonna do my hair? How much is it gonna cost? Who are we gonna invite? How do we go about this? How are we gonna tell our friends? Yeah, maybe you surprise and you tell your friends. So if this is like a true engagement coming in, like you want to like have a little like get together with your friends and surprise them and be like, literally, look, and you're like, ta-da! And they're like, oh my god, we love you guys so much. Oh my gosh. And even your friends will be like, kiss me, I love you. Oh, it's so sweet. But you know, tangles is what I'm hearing. Like there's going to be some tangles along the way because commitment is big, and you may have a little bit of a fear of making, as much as you love this person, as much as this person loves you, and everyone around them loves you, and everyone around you loves them, and it's just like this whole big large family of friends and, you know, actual like family members and things like this. It's just all love, all support, because this is just such a divine, like beautiful connection of romance. It's a soulmate connection is what I'm hearing. Soulmate connection. There is still always going to be tangles and things to work through. So don't let those get in your way, right? Because you have a comb. You have a comb. And your comb is your heart. Your comb is this person a lot of the time, right? We don't need to be codependent. We don't need to be comb dependent. Punny. I don't know. That feels like y'all's energy. Why y'all making me like that? Anyway. All right. No, I'm lying. I'm like that too. Anyway, so I'm not lying, but like it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you don't have to be codependent on this person, but like you might start to realize that like all the things that you are worried about, or when there are tangles in the relationship. I keep wanting to do this, like when things seem to get like a little messy, like your hair gets a little messy, and you need to comb it through, like y'all can do that together, and like use your heart and how you really feel in your heart, and how it really responds, like when you like really feel in your gut about this person. Like ask your gut, is this the one, is this the person? You know, there's a process that I help guide people through a lot of the times, where it's like, ask your mind first and let your mind speak for as long as it wants to, whatever it needs to say, don't judge it, just let it speak. Then ask your heart, let your heart speak as long as it wants to, and do this internally or journal, whatever. Don't judge it, let it go as long as it wants to go with its words. And then when those two are quiet, right, because they'll become quiet after you listen to them, because a lot of times that's why we can't hear ourselves, because we don't give everybody a chance to speak. So it's like a classroom. All right, mind, it's your turn to speak, you have the room, let them speak till they're done. Heart, it's your turn to speak, you have the room, let them speak till they're done. Then gut, what do you have to say? And gut is always your intuition for your highest self, always, period, done. All right, we get inspired by the heart and all the joy and passion and trust that the heart has, and we get directed and organized by the mind. But the gut is what is real shit, is what is actually connecting us to our highest self and can hear our highest self. So do that process. I'm feeling called to share with you. If you're really questioning, like, you know, can I do this, shall I do this, like, really, for real, like, really, like it feels like everything else seems just great, but it's just like there's something in the way in you, and you're just wondering, like, I don't know, you're basing it on fear and the past and things like this. And this is what we do, this is what humans do. But they are saying, see, it kind of looks like a U with a heart on top of it, like you are the comb, you can work this out. You can work this out. And that's also like a song or something I'm hearing, like, we can work it out, we can, something about working it out. We can work it out. I don't know. I can't hear it all fully, but there is something that they're playing for me. Thank you, angels. But also, you, meaning like you, like your person, you can always go to them and be like, look, I'm having these concerns and these worries. And if this really is someone who is, you know, wanting to be in your life and make a huge commitment to you like this, they are going to be that person to sit down and help you comb through it all. And again, we don't have to be codependent on them for that, you know, like we don't have to get habitual with like, oh, I need them in order to like feel safe about this, because you need to trust your gut. That's why they wanted me to teach you that process real quick, so that you can learn how to do that for yourself if you don't already have that little tool in your pocket. But also know that this comb is your tool. And you two will be able to work things out. You two will be able to comb everything out. Anything that seems scary, anything that seems like messy or difficult, or like, you know, just questions. I just feel like there's questions like that you just feel like, I don't know. And I feel like they're not basic, but they're just like, you know, they're questions that anybody would have. Like, it's not to, and again, we have like this pink aura again, but it's not like, you know, to disregard, you know, what you're thinking and feeling, but it's just like, I'm seeing, me personally, I've never like carried a child and had birthed a child and things like that. But it's like, I'm seeing like someone being pregnant, like, you know, and then like they're already close to like, you know, full term, but then they start to second guess, like, can I do this? Like, I don't even know if I can be a mom. I don't even know, like, if I can, like, if I know how to give birth. Like, I don't know, all this stuff. And they feel like they're the only person in the world that is suffering in that way and, like, is going through that, and, like, you know, it's freaking them the fuck out, when really it's like a jillion women over, or, you know, a jillion people over all of time have gone through the exact same thing, and those are just normal reactions to have during that time. Like, not everybody, every single, you know, person that carries a child goes through that, but a lot do. And it's not like, you know, again, I'm not trying to stereotype your worries and your concerns, but I'm just trying to reassure you that they're showing me that the things that you have are totally combable, right? This is a comb, and, you know, it's not even like a really, you know, strong comb. Like, the tangles you got to work out, they can be easily worked out. You just gotta you just gotta start in you, you know, or you could start by talking to another and then reassess in you what's gone on, you know what I'm saying? But like, to really come forward to someone from a very aligned and relaxed and most, like, you know, attuned to your highest self place, starting with you is the best way to go about doing that. So you're not coming forward with like an accusational energy or an aggressive energy that might like make someone feel like you're being combative or being dishonest or being, you know, any which way. So I would just, you know, they're suggesting that you start with you and then bring it to your man is what I'm hearing, but you know, your spouse, this person, this partner, and yeah, and just understand that the fears and concerns that you're having, I'm hearing like people have had these fears and concerns for eons when it comes to commitment, and because it's a big deal, and it's totally human. I'm hearing like totally Kyle. So I don't know if there's a Kyle involved or if you guys like what is that, like 90s nostalgia? Like from old Nickelodeon. I think that's Nickelodeon, yeah. Okay, so psych. Okay, so we saw the bold card. So I wasn't supposed to pull this part first, but okay. The bold card is here. So this might be a bold proposal is what I'm seeing. But anyway, what I'm doing, my typical order of pulling these cards, I went a little backwards. So I'm pulling divine feminine, divine masculine messages of love now, and for your stack they had me pull them separately, so 2 different energies, which makes perfect sense because we seem to have a partnership here, loud and clear. Thank you, angels. And not everyone's stack was pulled this way, but yours was called to be pulled separately this way. And so we have 2 from that happen to both be divine feminine energy. This could be your energy, or this could be your partner's energy, but we've got, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. And then we have keep it quiet. Oh, okay, this is their energy. Ooh, girl! I feel like saying girl, okay? All right, I'm not trying to be gender specific with that, but I'm just saying, like, and with the bold, like, and I'm laying it on the table. It's all next to the ring card. Like, I'll just pick it up for you so you can see it with your very own eyes. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that just like a sexy, like, steak or whatever food you like, you just want to sink your teeth in it? Oh my gosh. He, she, they is planning this. It is a masculine energy. You know, we're not going to go into gender, but they are like, ooh, I got the perfect idea. They're going to go bold with it. This is going to be so good. Like, that's their thoughts. And they're like, you know, they're telling their family or they're telling their friends and stuff, and they're like, don't tell nobody. Keep it quiet. It's gonna be, just watch. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, more about who this person is. Okay, this is more about who this person is. Confirmation on who this person is that is doing this proposal. Okay, we have fire sign season, so they may be proposing to you in a fire sign season, and guess what? We're in one, baby. We're in Aries season. Okay, so but also look out for Leo season. It's like August-ish. And then look out for Sagittarius season, November, December-ish. But we are in a fire sign season right now, honey. So I'm not trying to spoil their surprise if you're the one being proposed to. But I'm just saying, they're keeping this on the hush-hush. Do not hound them about it, I'm hearing. Like, do not hound them about it. Because they really want to surprise you. And they're going to. Ooh, a Gemini Mercury, Gemini Venus. This person might have a Gemini Venus. I also said Gemini Mercury, so if that has anything to do with anything in your chart or their chart, then let that be known. But Gemini Venus is involved here in some shape or form. It's either them, you, or someone else in this connection that's involved with the surprise. Ooh, okay, we have Capricorn, they, them. So this person, the partner that's proposing, may be a Capricorn, they, them. Or there may be a Capricorn, they, them involved in y'all's connection that is kind of like, you know, assisting. I'm hearing like cooperating, whatever. So many different words with this proposal surprise. Oh my gosh, I almost feel bad making this. Like, I almost feel bad making this because I feel like they want to surprise you so much that I almost feel guilty for making this because, I mean, at least I don't know what the surprise is, but like, I almost wish, I don't wish, you know, I'm glad that this is being shown, but I'm just like, oh, yo, they are really plotting. They're so plotting. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so, this is the other person's energy, a separate energy involved. Could be yours. This says, I can't sleep like this anymore. This says, please help me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is definitely you, because again, something's keeping you up at night. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for some of you, take what resonates. This is a collective reading. For some of you, they may have been working on this surprise for so long that that it's like making you question even more things. And the surprise is so deep and so well curated. That's the word I feel like they were trying to show me earlier. They have a lot of people helping them curate this as well. Like, maybe not a lot, like maybe 2 or 3 at least. That you don't even know. Behind the scenes is what I'm hearing. And it's such a surprise that, you know, maybe they're seeming more distant, or maybe they're seeming different or something, because you got to remember, the person doing the proposing is nervous as shit too, right? You don't know that they're proposing until you're watching this, then you're having a little inkling, but they know they're going to propose to you, or they're going to offer you a huge commitment, and it's nerve-wracking to them too. They know you're the one, and they love you so much, and they love you since the moment they laid eyes on you, but it's still scary because they want everything to go how they want it to go, and they want to be bold about it, and they want to keep it a secret, and it's really hard for them to keep it a secret, I can tell you that much, but they know what they're doing is going to be so good, but that has changed their behavior a bit, so it's kind of made you know, you're going through your own personal stuff, right? I feel like you're going through your own, like, mental things just in general, as we do as people, but you're having some hard time sleeping, some sleepless nights, and you're asking God for help on this situation, on this, like, what this connection, what's the changes in this connection, why is this happening, but also, you know, just things in general, and these are the things that you're combing through right now as well, because again, if their behavior has changed, it's because they're planning this surprise, but you don't know. You're so not thinking of it that you're like, oh my gosh, like, that might be where the tea is. Maybe you're going to your girls and you're like, I don't know why he's doing this, I don't know why, you know, and I say he because it feels like a masculine energy, but you know, I don't know why they're doing this, I don't know why they're doing that, and like, am I just crazy? Like, am I overthinking? You know, and you know, maybe some of the people I'm even seeing that you're talking to know about the proposal, and they're just like, well, you know, maybe just give him but you're kind of starting to get fed up because, like, you're not really getting straight answers or feeling like properly heard by the people that you're telling, and I'm hearing because these people that you're telling could very much be in on this, and so they're like, I gotta be very neutral, I gotta, like, say, like, the least, you know what I'm saying? So let's get confirmation on this energy being yours, and from where and from whom. So we have a Capricorn Venus. This could be you or someone involved, a friend involved, or again, that could be a placement of your partner as well, because your partner is a Capricorn, they, them, and this doesn't necessarily mean that they have a Capricorn sun sign. It just means that they have Capricorn placements, and they are, well, everybody, you know what I'm saying, they have strong Capricorn placements, and they identify themselves as a they, them. So they could be a Capricorn Venus, temper. So yeah, you're starting to get kind of hot-headed about, like, what the freak is going on. Like, you're intuitive, right? You're a Gemini. You're seeing both sides of what's going on, and you're tripping yourself out, and like your mind's tricking you. I was hearing tricking. And you're just like, it's starting to kind of piss you off a little bit, because you're just like, what the heck is going on? But like, you're not like mad, but you are getting triggered a bit, because like, you don't know what the heck is going on. And I'm staring at this look card again, and you know, the angels are kind of like, if you look hard enough, you'll see, like, it's clearly someone trying to do this. Like, if you look hard enough, but also they're asking you to not look too hard, because if you look too hard, then you're going to ruin the surprise for yourself and for this whole situation. And this is something that you want. I know this is something that you are worried about, but let it happen, and then you can decide how to move forward with it. But creating all this blockage from like fear and stress and like needing to know is just going to, like, it's just going to give you more strife. Like, this is going to happen regardless. This person has a plan for you to bring this to you, this offer to you. But you giving yourself on this strife, they're wanting you to let that go. Like, definitely let that go. Spill the tea. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this is like you spilling to your therapist or someone that you trust about what's going on, and you just need someone to hear you, right? And so it doesn't matter what the solution comes of you spilling how you feel or whatever. It just matters that you do it, that you try to work through it, right? Even if you have to work through these things with the person, even if like it becomes an argument with the person, you got to do it, you got to go through it. And I do feel like this person is going to be able to really keep their lip zipped about it. But if it seems like they're being withholding or something, it's because they can't tell you too much, because they're trying to freaking surprise you. They're trying. So it is tension. So that's one of the you know, Geminis. We see yin and yang of situations, right? So like, you try to understand that, you know, this is just like the shadow part of making this decision, in the way that this person is trying to do it, because this person really wants to surprise you and be bold and like not like super extravagant, but like in a way that they know you will just be like, what the fuck, and like just fall in love with them all over again. Like, that's their goal when they bring you this offer, especially if it's a proposal. But understand, in doing that, the shadow side to that is confusion, and why are we not communicating the same, and like, what's going on, and like, are we losing touch, are we this, are we, you know, stuff like this. And I don't want to tap into my energy too much, but I can resonate when it comes to like just think about this, planning a surprise birthday party. You know, someone thinks that they're not getting anything for their birthday, but little do they know, you and every one of their friends know there's a brilliant surprise birthday party about to happen. But you have to keep it zipped, and you kind of have to watch them suffer and like wiggle and wince a little bit for a while, and like, it's really hard to do. And that's kind of what this person is doing. This person is kind of seeing you suffer and is like trying to help, but like can't really help all the way, because they're just like, oh, I can't tell you what I'm doing. Anyway, so when it comes to your energy with these I can't sleep like this anymore, with this I can't sleep like this anymore card and the please help me card, we also have Aries Venus. So you could be an Aries Venus and they could be a Capricorn Venus, or vice versa, or there's an Aries Venus involved here somewhere. And then we have a Taurus Mercury. So I feel like whoever is having the hard time with this right now, which could be you, could have the Taurus Mercury placement, or perhaps it's them, and that's why they're getting kind of frustrated, because they're like, I understand, but I've just been really busy lately, and it's nothing to do with you, and I love you. You know, because they can't freaking tell you. But I feel like they are going to be able to keep it a secret for as long as they can. All right, and here's your advice. Yeah, stop everything. Stop thinking. Stop the clock. Stop freaking yourself out. They just threw it out of my hand. Stop freaking yourself out. Just pause, okay? Just pause. Just pause and really look at what y'all's relationship is and how much love there is there. And really think about all these things that you're going through your mind, like speculating, like, what are they doing? What, like, why have they acted different? Like, what, all this stuff. Stop all of that and just be like, it's as good as it ever was. It is. And now that you've seen this, understand there's very likely a surprise happening behind the scenes. So just stop, okay? Just stop for a little while. Work on yourself, okay? Get you some tea, comb through your things, do some self-care. This is giving me self-care as well. Get some self-care in there. And let this come to you. I feel like I'm very much more calm and slower now. Let this come to you. Now that you know, you can chill out and let this come to you. And we're not going to tell anybody that we know. Okay? Don't tell them that I told you. I feel like I have to talk really quiet. And it's not about like you knowing and then you're just like sitting there and being like, oh, okay, like I know what you're gonna do, so da-da-da. It's just about you accepting the fact that like all the fears and stuff that you've been having about like, wow, like is our relationship changing? Is it like, is something bad? My hair is just, honestly, it's just weird right now. Okay, I cannot stop touching it. All right. Sorry. I had to comb myself through that moment, and now we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna chill and let this happen. So God bless you, Geminis. Pause the clock. Also, this looks like it's like maybe it's like a 2:30. 2:30. So maybe that's when you're watching this, or maybe that's significant in some way. But I love y'all, Geminis. I'm so happy for you. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I hope congratulations. Early congratulations. That's all I'm gonna say. Just gonna show you this in silence. And I'm gonna send you on your way now. If you need me for anything, check the description on how to hit me up for personal readings, and I'm gonna go out in silence for y'all, because this is congratulations. Love y'all. Take care. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you all who love and watch over me from the light. I appreciate you very, very much, and I pray for the Gemini collective, especially in these new, big, beautiful changes coming to them in regards to love and family and commitment. I love this for them. And I pray Archangel Michael, first of all, thank you for protecting this connection, Archangel Michael, and thank you for everything that you do for me and the entire collective. I pray for protection over the Gemini collective as they comb through what they're going through, and I now ask you, Archangel Michael, to disconnect the channel between myself and the Gemini collective, return their energy to me, and return my energy and my power back to me from them, and I pray this in Jesus' name, and I thank you so, so very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love you, I love me. Blessed be. Alright, who's next? I have surprisingly more storage on my phone than I realized. Alright. Who's next? And watch it run out now that I've said that. So we have Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Who do you want next, angels? Scorpio. Batter up, Scorpios. Here's your name tag. Scorp. Sounds like a Pokemon. So maybe you like Pokemon. Maybe that's significant to you. I'm going to tell you right now, Scorpio, your stack is loaded, bruh. Some of these stacks just are like, a little card here, do. All done. Oh my gosh, goodness, I love it, I love it. Your stack is loaded. So this is either going to be shorter to read because they've given more cards that are just like boom, 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 point blank, period, don't got to say too much. Or this is going to be a longer read, and it's definitely probably going to cut off in my storage at some point and have to move on to another part video, which is fine because of how many cards. But this is heavy. This is a heavy stack. I've only got 4 stacks here left. This is the heaviest one, and this could very well be one of the heaviest of the entire astrological pull that I've done for this new moon. So technically, it is a waxing crescent moon phase, but these messages are still. They're still fresh, they're still ready for you because they were pulled with what are you meant to focus on for this new moon in Aries, but also this new moon cycle that we're in during Aries season, okay? So let's get into it. I'm like nervous. Are y'all nervous lately? I'm like scared to see it. Y'all are scared to see what these cards say? Because I'm like scared to see it, which is interesting. I've not felt that for no other group. I'm scared to flip the cards over. Y'all don't want to know. It's like you do want to know, but you're scared. Just let me do it. We'll go slow. Take a deep breath. Come on. Come on, Scorpios. You got this. You can face this. You can face this. If there's any sign in the astrological family, you're the ones that can face anything. Okay? You got this. I'm hearing, please do it slowly. Okay? Slowly. Y'all have been hurt. That's why. So you're scared of what's going to be said. Don't have expectations. Let the expectations go, okay? We're going to let these expectations go. Archangel Michael, please be with the Scorpios at this time. for the Scorpio collective at this time while I pull these cards, and let them know they're safe, they're protected, and these messages are from the divine and for them, and they're going to resonate with whatever they resonate with, and whatever they don't, they can leave it alone, and they can get rid of this video at any point. If it's making them uncomfortable and they don't want to see it, they can just completely go past it. Okay? And be with them, I pray, in Jesus' name. All right, ready? Nice and slow. Okay. Hospital. All right. Now I understand why we're nervous. Okay. We've got some healing to do. We've got someone who's been hurt. This could be physically hurt and in the hospital, or this could be emotionally hurt, and this is just a card about being hurt and healing, in a process of healing. For most of you, I'm hearing it's an emotional healing process. Okay, we're going to keep going slowly. Relax, okay? Whether this is a physical illness, physical injury, or an emotional injury or mental illness, or whatever you're going through right now that's making you feel like you're in this process, you're needing this process of healing, and being cared for while you heal, just relax. Just relax. I know y'all are like, how? They'll tell us how, okay? So far, this is your license, you know. Pretend I write your name on this and put your little face on this and your birthday and stamp it, and this is your license to relax. And it expires never. Okay? Now you feeling me? Now you trusting me? Okay. We're gonna keep going. It's a big stack. Yeah. It's too much. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, my Scorpio babies. What is going on with y'all? Oh, man. Alright. Okay, trigger warning. Might mention illness and or passing. Okay? There is someone very specific here who has a loved one or someone, or, you know, in regards to the hospital, that may have gone through something very severe, or may just be in a critical condition, and it is just far too much for you to take at this time, and you're really being guided to just let go as best as you can and let the doctors do what they're there to do. And have no expectations, like we were saying in the beginning. Just try to have no expectation. I know we want to plan for the worst all the time, but just try to have no expectation, because miracles are always present and available. And, you know, it's not meant to be seen, the outcome at this time. It's just meant to be, you know, here in the now. And if you can relax in any way you can, please do. I can literally feel how much is weighing on you right now. So that's someone specific, maybe 2, maybe 3 of you, depending on the outreach of this video and how long it takes to get to you. But those of you going through emotional healing, you are fucking not feeling fucking good at all. Damn. Something is far too much for you to take right now. And it's like everyone around you is just like, just relax, just relax. And it is just fucking way too much. I'm empathizing with y'all. Alright, we've got Diva. Yeah, and this is fucked up. And this is fucked up. People around you, there's some people around you, this is for a couple of you, or a group of you, Scorpios. People around you are telling you that you're acting like a diva, that you're overreacting to this. You know, they're telling you to relax, like you're being too, like you're going overboard about this. Like you're doing too much, like, about this, like it's not that serious, but you're like literally 911. Like, I feel fucking like shit, or like I cannot fucking handle this, or like, you know, somebody you know got hurt, or you got hurt, so you went to, you know, I'm also seeing like panic attacks. I'm not, again, with the trigger warnings, y'all may be having panic attacks, and people around you are telling you, like, just chill out, like, you're fine, like, you're overreacting, like, you're being like a drama queen kind of thing, and you're really feeling like you need to go to the hospital because you are fucking freaking out. And trust me, I'm not trying to tap into my energy too much, but I know exactly what that's like. And that's fucked up. Those people that are making you feel that way, that is fucked up. Child. Could be a child involved here. Could be a child that's gotten sick recently, and it's really hard to cope with. This also could be like an illness that you've developed, whether it's mental illness or just like just a temporary. I'm feeling more temporary illness, but if it is some diagnosis that you've received recently or something, I'm seeing a lot for y'all Scorpios. There's a lot of different groups here, so please just take what resonates and let go of the rest. But I'm also seeing like results from like a test or something, and it's something that's like kind of minor, but also like, you know, it's something to look out for, that you might have received like some kind of results like that, and your friends or your family or whatever are like, look, it's fine, like you're gonna be fine, like you're overreacting, like don't freak out. And all you can do is like think about your children. If you have children, you're just thinking about like, I can't handle this, like who's gonna take care of my children if, like, you know, if I become more sick or something happens to me, or da-da-da-da. But also for those that are just going through a lot of emotional healing, this is for the greatest good of healing your inner child. You don't realize it yet. So that's why a lot of people are picking up on this energy of like, relax, like you're overreacting, is because your inner child is triggered by whatever this is. Also, for those of you who do have a loved one in the hospital, it is also triggering your inner child. So this could be like a parent or a grandparent in the hospital, someone in the family in the hospital, and it's triggering, or someone that feels like family at least in the hospital, and it's triggering an inner child wound where you don't, you know, where you're imagining like your life without them or something. Shall the worst happen, you know, in your head, like worst case scenario happen, and everyone's telling you like to just chill about it, and like, you know, but either way, there's some kind of inner child trigger here for a lot of you emotionally, and people are gaslighting you, making you feel like chill out, but it's only because that's the energy you're putting out. It's not saying that's you to blame, but the energy you're putting out, those of you that are just healing emotionally right now and feeling like it's a 911 situation because you're fucking freaking out because it's just shit's too much in your head right now, and in your heart and everything. It's triggering your inner child wounds, so you're expressing them yourself as that inner child energy, and it's very kind of proper timing for this being Aries season, because Aries is the baby of the astrological calendar. So there is a lot of energy here that is fertile for this kind of behavior. Not saying that like you're behaving in any like wrong way or bad way or anything, but it is easy to be very reactive during this time from a place of like a more childlike expression. Like I refer to it as kicking and screaming. Like instead of just like during other seasons throughout the year where we feel more, you know, especially like Pisces season and stuff like this, where we feel a lot more like, you know, just going with the flow, because like, what even is this place? Like, you know, what dimension am I in today, you know, kind of thing. Instead, now during Aries season, it's very easy to have reactions that are very, very expressive, like how a child would express, because children don't hold back, you know. Children just, they cry when they need to just fucking cry, they scream when they need to just fucking scream, they say shit when it just comes to their head and they just fucking say it, like, you know, for the most part, like just in general. I know not every child does this, but you know what I'm saying. So that's a lot of the reason why they're giving you this gaslighting grief about it, is because that's how they're receiving it, like as if you're like overreacting in this like this is not like you to like act like this, like chill, like, you know, kind of thing. But you are really overwhelmed, whatever this is, whether it's an actual person in the hospital that you care about, or it's just you feeling like, you know, you need some 911 emergency help because you can't fucking handle this shit. Regardless, yeah, it's you're overwhelmed. You're very overwhelmed. Let's continue. Used. Okay. All right. This could have to do, now I'm seeing a storyline about maybe a breakup, or an instance where you felt very used and betrayed. And another reason why people around you might be gaslighting you and telling you to relax, because they're just like, shit happens, like, you're gonna be fine. But like, they don't understand how much you feel right now. And this inner child wound is triggered. It could be even inner teenage wound, you know, is triggered as fuck. And you're feeling unwell. All right? You're feeling very fucking unwell about it. And don't gaslight yourself. You're entitled to feel your feelings to the fullest, okay? It is Aries season though, so that's why it could come off as like, you know, a more childlike reactiveness, but like, I'm hearing, who fucking cares? That's at least how your guides feel. Your guides at least feel like, who fucking cares? Express yourself. As long as you're not going out of your way to hurt anyone, you know, abuse anyone verbally or anything like that. If you're just sharing your feelings and they're just coming out as raw as possible and other people around you can't handle it, too bad, so fucking sad. You are allowed to share how you're feeling, regardless of what the situation is and how other people might think, oh, that's not that bad, or, oh, I went through that, or, oh, da 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 da. Regardless, you're allowed to feel however the fuck strongly that you feel. And let this inner child speak, because if you silence this inner child, they ain't gonna heal. But other people are gonna be uncomfortable with this, and they already are, it seems. So just realize that that's why they're reacting that way. But you may have some toxic people in your life that you just don't need to be sharing shit with them anymore. There's got to be more people in your list, I'm hearing, that you can talk to that won't judge you when you really just want to completely flush out and open up, like, you know, no holds barred about your feelings and emotions on this. Especially if these people are making you feel like you need to stifle yourself. But also, you know, feel how you need to feel. So wealth, we have wealth here. So this is leading towards, you know, whoever used you or whatever this used situation is leading towards you having more wealth. I'm hearing like mental wealth, like more like value in yourself, more value in your, like, more like tool, like value becomes a new tool for you that creates more wealth in your life, as far as like, because wealth isn't always money, but like, if we're feeling wealthy, right? If we see wealthy as a feeling, we feel secure, we feel okay, we feel provided for, we feel like we got this, we feel like we feel free, you know, we feel like we have freedom, things like this. Those feelings are going to come from you feeling through all this stuff that's just like so much to handle, that's got you feeling so unwell. And it's going to bring to you some wealth, some generational wealth is what I'm hearing as well. So for those of you who do have someone that's a loved one in the hospital, you may be receiving some sort of inheritance or something. If it's like, I'm seeing like more so like a parent or a grandfather or someone who was that sort of position of a person in your life, a grandparent or something like this, but they don't have to be blood related, but like someone who was like that in your life, they may have you like in their will or something. Again, I'm not predicting their outcome of their health situation, but again, that is something that they are showing me with this card. They were saying generational wealth, but also generational wealth could also mean, again, for those of you who are just going through something with the emotional self and healing the inner child, you doing this healing is going to bring more wealth into your life than you could ever fucking realize. And whatever happened to you that triggered this in order for you to really fucking dig into that pocket of yours that is your, you know, Scorpio. Like, you know how to dig deep. That's what you do. Dig deep and find what the fuck this was meant to teach you, because it's gold what it is. And it's going to, you're breaking generational cycles that you need to break in order to have more wealth in this lifetime. It could be for money, right? Because when we feel more free and feel more independent and feel more of value and feel more worthy and feel more secure and things like that, then yes, it does start to show up in the 3D, right? With opportunities and work and all this stuff, but whatever this is, it happened, and it's something internal that's inner child or inner teen based, and you need to dig deep go to someone that's going to let you open up so that it's not so much anymore, right? Let you unload this baggage freely, and you're going to find it on your own. You'll be able to. And if you can't, then this is hinting to me as like some care, like some psychiatric care, psychological care, therapy, things like that. Like if that's something that you feel called to do at this time, then that's what you feel called to do at this time. And let's keep going. I'm not done. Yeah. So again, there's two storylines I'm seeing here. Someone may be feeling like they are going to lose a person in this lifetime because of whatever their illness or health condition is, them being in the hospital, and they are. There's a couple things here. This could be your feelings being like your fear about losing them, like you're not done like having them in your life, and I empathize with you with that. But this also could very much be their soul speaking to you, being like, look, relax, because we had this relaxed, right? Like, look, relax, I'm not done. Like I'm gonna bounce back from this. So if someone is in some sort of critical condition, again, release expectations. Collectively, Scorpios, release expectations no matter what storyline you may be resonating or not. And maybe that's the only thing you resonate with in this whole reading is let go of expectations. But whoever this is, they're not done. All right, so this could be foreshadowing on their health bouncing back and them staying here a while longer. But also for those of you going through emotional healing, this is what happens. You realize what that used situation taught you. You figure out, you realize what it taught you, and then you're basically like, holy shit, like, after doing a lot of inner teenage work, whatever, finding someone to get all this baggage out, so it's out of your mind, and you file through it is what I'm hearing. Very organized energy, very Scorpio of you, and then you realize, I ain't fucking done with this. Like right now you might be feeling like 911 because you don't even know if you want to keep going with this life at this time. But you do realize after you do some deep digging and find the right support system, right? That's key, because the support system you have right now has been trying to gaslight you, be like, relax, whatever. Find the right support system that'll really listen to you and really allow you to be you and be that for yourself, and maybe they'll help you teach how to be a support system for yourself. And then you'll realize, I'm not done with this shit yet. I can keep going. That person who used me, they didn't end me. This ain't the end. This is not the end. That was always a quote of mine. I would make a lot of artwork with that quote. This is not the end. Affirmative. All right, so whatever you're wondering, this is a confirmation card saying that, like, heard loud and clear, and also this is technically like a yes. Like if you're asking someone, like, did this happen? Did they do this? Did they do that? Like, affirmative. Yes, they did. Very much. So what I'm seeing here is, like, if you're second guessing, if for the person who's going through emotional healing from being used by somebody, if you're second guessing, like, did they really use me though? Yeah, they did. They did. Also, if you're wondering, like, yeah, but is my family right? Or, like, are they just gaslighting me? They're gaslighting you. Like, these people, it doesn't have to be your family, it's just the first thing that they're showing me and saying, but, like, these people that are making you feel like a diva and telling you to relax, or whatever, like, from a not compassionate place, like, relax, like, yes, relax, definitely, like, the angels want you to relax too, but they do understand what you're going through as well. But some human beings in your life might be like, just chill, but, like, it's not coming from that place of real true compassion. Are they gaslighting me? Yes, they are. And also, if you're wondering about